Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, As-salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Inshallah, we will continue with characteristics without opposite, and today we will talk about Al-Inhiraaf. Inhiraaf means deviation or drifting. It is the deviation of the sound of the letter from its original makhraj due to the tongue blocking the makhraj from the front. In Arabic alphabets, only two letters carry this attribute, letter lam and letter ra. And we will discuss both of them, inshallah. In case of letter lam, as our tip of the tongue is touching the roof of the mouth, the sound of the letter cannot exit from the front. So it deviates from the front of the tongue to the sides of the tongue. As soon as letter lam touches its makhraj, the sound will deviate from the front to the sides of the tongue because there is a blockage of the tongue at the front. This is inhiraaf of letter lam. And we can see in this picture, the sound was coming, but the tongue is blocking from the front. So the sound has to escape from somewhere. Instead of going straight, it will change its path and move towards the side and exit from here. And you can feel it while saying the makhraj of letter lam, like this. Al, al, al. The tip of the tongue is touching the roof of the mouth, and this touching is blocking the sound to escape from the front. That's why the sound deviate and escape from the sides instead of from the front. In case of letter ra, the makhraj of the letter is from the tip of the tongue and a bit of the top of the tip of the tongue. Now again, the sound cannot escape because there is a blockage at the front. So the sound changes its way from the sides to the middle of the tongue. And we will make a small hole at the front and the sound will exit from there. If you look into this picture and try to say letter ra, aw, aw. So what is happening here? The makhraj of letter ra is from the tip of the tongue. But the problem is the tip of the tongue is touching the roof of the mouth and the sound does not have any place to escape. So the sound goes towards the middle because there is a small hole at the front. And from the sides, the sound goes to the middle and escape from that small hole. In case of lam, the sound was coming, the front was blocked, so it escaped from the sides. In case of ra, the sound was coming, the sides are blocking, so it will escape from the front, from the small hole, which is present in case of letter ra. That we have studied in the makhraj of letter ra. We even discussed about that hole in our characteristic of the taqreer, which is only for letter ra, that this small hole is necessary to give proper ra. If the hole is too big, the sound will be r. If the hole is too small, it will give us the sound of r. And if we completely close this hole, then we cannot give letter ra and the sound will not have anywhere to escape, like this. We cannot give ra like that. So this is not proper ra. We cannot say r. So we have to have this small hole so the sound can escape from the front, like this. Ar. If we talk about lam, if I'm not giving lam properly and the sound is not escaping from the side, the sound will become like this, because the sound does not find a way to escape. So we make sure that inhiraaf is a permanent characteristic of letter ra and letter lam. And that's the reason both of these letters are the letters of bayniya or tawassut. Because you can see here, there's partial running and partial blocking. If you look into this picture, in case of lam, there is partial blocking from the front and the sound is escaping from the sides. So the blocking is at the front and the running is from the sides. So the sound is blocking from the front and running from the sides. In case of letter ra, the sound is blocking from the sides and escaping from the front from this small hole. So partial running and partial blockage in case of letter lam and letter ra, and the drifting or deviation of the sound in case of letter lam from the front towards the side. And in case of letter ra, from the sides towards the middle is inhiraaf. I hope this was clear to you. Inshallah, we will continue with characteristics. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.